Not that song.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 897. Hello, it's Mike Matthews, broadcasting from Cafe Anyway here at the last place on earth, located somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Today, the return of a segment that I have not done in over a year. It's called the Cassette Cubbyhole on today's FF episode, where I'll be playing back a Matthews interview with the very popular country singer,
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Craig Morgan, back when he first debuted. Plus, we hear from Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster, because he's a ringer.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
To make you laugh. So, this past weekend, there was Comic-Con for all the nerds to take their contacts out and put their glasses on. Let's face it, half the movies will be in the theaters for a week and then gone. I've been disappointed so much, I see no reason for me too long to be in San Diego for this overhyped event.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Lots of TV shows get panels where many tedious hours are spent
Mike's
hearing writers talk
Daily
about character arcs
Podcast.
that are just another way of saying,
yeah!
How can we fill up 24 one-hour episodes with meaningless pap? That's a lot of episodes to fill up. You know, behind the scenes at Comic-Con, it's debauchery with those hot cosplayers. There's all these girls that are like, oh my gosh, look at these actors, these lower-level sci-fi bit actors that are right off of soap operas that look so hot. Ooh, debauchery and nights of crazy passion that will produce a bunch of little not nerds in 9 months. And meanwhile, San Diego laughs all the way to the bank. Look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. How y'all doing?
That's Benita, the rodeo queen. This is the Disgruntled Fiddle Player. Tell you what.
What?
What's up with this microphone situation?
We just moved everything around a little bit here at Cafe Anyway. Is that better for you?
Yeah, that works. So, you don't like Comic-Con and whatnot and all those nerds and people that mouth breathe?
Well, no, I think it's awesome that they do what they do. They go and they see things and they... Mike, a lot of those shows are going to start and then they're going to stop. Yeah, you know, I should have recorded this podcast last night when I was trying to get to sleep. I had all these great ideas for today's podcast, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to put all these ideas in a little part of my brain, and I'll call them up when I start recording this tomorrow. And none of them are there. I was going to say all these things, but that's it. I don't have anything.
Mike, you have mental block.
Yeah. Look who else just walked in.
Hello there, Mike. I make the root beer. I'm the Brewmaster. Oh, boy.
Brewmaster, did you make a root beer that was in honor? See, nothing here either. Mental block.
That's great.
I did have an interesting thing yesterday at the dog park that we're going to have another dog park chronicle that will feature in an upcoming episode. But today's show has Craig Morgan, who I interviewed back when he first came out in 2000. If you don't know who he is, he's huge on the country music charts. He had a run of hits. Within the past 10 years, he had a bunch of hit songs. So he stopped by and we did sort of this thing where we're pretending to be broadcasting from a restaurant. It was a lot of fun. It's amazing, though, my interview style has changed so much in 15 years. And that I probably, back then, I feel when I listen to this interview, I'm like, I think what they basically did was they said, hey, Craig Morgan's here, interview him. And I'm like, Craig who? What? And I just had to come up with questions off the top of my head. But he was really good, and he had some good singing and stuff. Once again, all this was much better in my brain last night before I went to bed. Mike, you should have done it back then from your pillow. You should do a pillow cast. Yeah, excellent idea, Benita.
Mike, I think what's holding you back is all these voices that you do. I don't think people can connect with them because they're like, well, are those like real people, or is that just Mike making voices? And it just confuses them, and they don't like it.
That's right, Mike. And who really drinks root beer anymore?
That's absolutely correct. And you sound like a Muppet.
That's right.
Mike, we're gonna go. Bye, we're not needed anymore. Well, there they went. So that is basically it. You can go listen to the show on iTunes, and we're on YouTube, SoundCloud, TuneIn, Stitcher, Podomatic, Mixcloud, Spreaker, Player FM, and Ameristream Live, all over the internet. And I do the country show, so I know a little bit about country music on weekends on countrycrossroadsradio.com. And yes, we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Yelp, Tumblr. If you comment on any of those places, we read your comments on the section emails from email and your common not so comments. And you can email me, MIKEs-DAILY-PODCAST@gmail.com. Help out the show if you're going to buy anything on Amazon by going through the link at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. And also there's the PayPal if you want to become a Mike's Daily Podcaster. All the Cafe Anyway characters will do an MP3 for the greeting for you, to you. There's the blog, the Daily Podcast picture, and all my past interviews too are at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com. Now, let's go back in time to the cassette cubbyhole that you can also find at MIKES-DAILY-PODCAST.com and listen to past interviews that I saved on cassette, because that was even though digital was sort of the thing already in 2000, when I recorded an interview of that digitally, which I actually did for this interview, but they told me, oh, we don't have that much room memory-wise, so delete it when you're done. So it ended up being on the cassette. So let's go to that. Craig Morgan, this is February 9th, 2000, and he had just come out before all of his big success and all the awards that he won.
Mike's Cassette Cubbyhole.
Please welcome new Atlantic recording artist Craig Morgan. Craig, welcome to the Hey Santa Fe Cafe. Do you need a root beer or anything like that? I can set you up.
Man, you got somebody that can bring one out here? I can go back here in the kitchen and get one.
No, that is so kind of you. But we have Marge, who can. She's our waitress.
If it's not too much inconvenience.
Marge.
Oh, hi, Craig.
Hi, Marge.
Marge, don't drool on him.
I'm not drooling. I'm just... What would you like to drink, Craig?
How about a root beer, Marge?
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I'll get a napkin for that drool. That's
okay. I'll just wipe it here on the table.
That's all right. So... Craig, you are a very interesting person in that you've spent quite a bit of time in the military, and you won a lot of awards for all kinds of the U.S. Army Country Singer of the Year thing and stuff like that.
Lots of neat stuff. Had a lot of fun.
Wow, and you could probably do more push-ups than I could ever imagine.
I don't know. We'll try that later. We'll see.
And you have this new song. It's called Something to Write Home About, and I'm going to play it right now. And it was written by you, actually, it says here.
That's right.
With Tony Ramey. And what inspired this song?
Absolutely nothing. No, we had just written another song right before we had wrote this song, and the two of us had talked about the first song and just wasn't feeling crazy about it. He loved it, but it wasn't doing a thing for me, so I told him we needed to write something that would make people want to write home about it. And we immediately jumped on that idea and sat down and wrote this song.
Well, let's give it a listen. It's the new one from Craig Morgan. Craig Morgan.
Well, thank you.
Something to write home about. Craig, for the women that would probably just drool if they met you, describe yourself to the ladies.
I'm about 6'2", 195 pounds, broad shoulders, blonde hair, blue eyes, big chest. Now for the truth.
Well, but that's pretty darn close. But I can just see in that you're a picturesque guy. It's very difficult for a heterosexual male to talk about a guy. It's difficult. But he's a good-looking guy, is what I'm saying, ladies. I'm trying to help you out here. Can you interview yourself now? I need to take some time out.
Thank you for your kind words. Hopefully we'll get some phone calls on that alone. Just that alone. Hopefully they'll call in and seriously want to know.
I think so. So could you maybe play a little song on that guitar that you have there in that on your lap?
I sure can.
I'll put some money in the tip jar.
I'll do it. This is a song that's on my record that I co-wrote with Steve Dean and Will Nance, a couple of real good friends of mine, called It's Me.
It's Me.
If you hear a voice whistling outside your window, baby, ain't a robin nor a bluebird, it's me. And if the postman brings a package with big hearts on the wrapper, and you wonder who it came from, it's me. Who loves you, baby? Please don't think I'm crazy if I go to the extreme. There ain't nothing I won't do to hear you say you love me too. Say it's me. If you see a plane fly over, full of Navy banner, and the letters spell I love you, it's me. And if you hear a DJ sing a love song out to your name from a guy who's wild about you, it's me. Who loves you, baby? Please don't think I'm crazy if I go to the extreme. Nothing I won't do to hear you say you love me too. Say it's me. Who loves you, baby? Please don't think I'm crazy if I go to the extreme. There ain't nothing I won't do to hear you say you love me too. Say it's me.
Craig Morgan at the KH Santa Fe Cafe. What's it like growing up in Nashville?
It's horrible.
It's
no, it's heaven, man. Shoot, especially doing what I do right now. I was born at Nashville General Hospital. Mama said we was headed to Baptist, but I wasn't waiting. So we had to stop off at General, and I was born there. And we grew up in Kingston Springs, a little town about 30 miles west of Nashville. And my dad was a bass player, and some of my fondest memories of childhood were watching George Jones and Tammy Wynette get off of Winnebago to go into the Grand Ole Opry. So that was pretty neat.
Did you run up to them and get an autograph?
No, my dad would have beat me.
Oh. Can you give me any dressing tips because you're well dressed?
You know what? Tractor Supply sells everything that I wear.
Oh, okay.
Wrangler jeans and Wrangler shirts and Justin Roper boots.
I will have to. I wrote all those down too. What's this one called?
Sure. This is a song called Paradise. We had recorded 7 songs for the record, and had the other 3 picked. And Barry Coburn, the head of Atlantic Records, asked me to go in and write a song about my life, and keeping in mind I was in the military for 10.5 years, so better than a third of my life was in the Army.
Wow.
So I wrote this song called In Harley Island. We sat down and wrote this song called Paradise.
Oh, cool. Craig Morgan at the KH Santa Fe.